Right now, so just very quickly, I wanted to shoot this video to show you what we call the 3 components of fast growth business, because I hear a lot of people asking this question: how do I grow a business and how do I grow it fast, consistently, and also most importantly to be able to survive all of the challenges that comes along every year, like SARS or COVID or recession and so on. How do you build a recession-proof business? So today's video is going to be about the 3 components of a fast growth business. And as I go along these 3 components and modules, I want you to kind of take a mental note and ask yourself, do you already have all of these 3 components in your business right now? And if not, why? Let's just put some food for thought over here, okay? For the first thing that you want to do is you want to look at your extreme differentiation. You have to understand that you are operating in an industry where everybody is a Me Too and vanilla marketing and everybody's selling the same stuff. However, you need to be able to differentiate yourself extremely so that customers know that you are the obvious logical choice. And the way that you do that, one of the ways is by nichifying, right? If you've attended one of my classes before, you understand about nichifying. Nichifying simply means that you find a niche within your niche and you transplant yourself to be the expert in that particular niche. For example, instead of just doing swimming classes, you can do swimming classes for women. Or you can do swimming classes for example, Muslim women, because Muslim women they observe a different type of environment in order to go swimming, right? So that's what we call nichifying. Okay, and the second one is also what we call the point of entry. The point of entry. Instead of just trying to sell, say, property, right? What you want to be doing is that you want to be changing the point of entry and differentiation. Don't say that you are selling property. Instead, you can sell a $5 ebook that teaches you how to identify the best properties in Singapore right now. And inside that $5, not only do the customers get an ebook, they also get a free 1-hour session with you to find their dream home as well. So it's the same stuff that's being sold. Property is being sold, a home is being sold, an office is being sold, but the point of entry needs to change. Okay, but this is a short video, so I'm not going to go deep into the extreme differentiation. So the first thing, the most important, is that you need to be extremely differentiated. Now the second thing that needs to be in place is lead generation. Your marketing systems. How many inquiries do you get every single day? Which means tomorrow when you wake up after watching this video, when you open up your inbox or your email or your messenger or your WhatsApp, how many inquiries have come in? Are those numbers consistent? Are those numbers scalable? Are those numbers making you happy enough? Because at the end of the day, what's happening is you actually created yourself a funnel, and this is what we call your top of the line inquiries, of which some will reply you and some won't. So it's going to be filtering down to what we call hot prospects, and then some are going to be your meetups, for example, and some are going to be sales closed. But the number of sales that you close every single month is always dependent on this top line over here, which is how many inquiries you're getting, right? So again, back to the component number 2, do you have the right marketing systems to bring you the right amount of inquiries that can be scaled so you get much more eventual sales and potentially upsells as well at the bottom, okay? So that's number 2, right? And this could be your Facebook platform, YouTube platform, Google platform. It could also be Instagram platform, whatever, right? So we've talked about the 2 components of the 3 components of a fast growth business. The first one is extreme differentiation. The second one is marketing systems. Let's talk about the third one, conversion mechanisms. A lot of people got this wrong, right? Getting leads is one of the easier things that you can do after you've differentiated yourself. If you're extremely differentiated in a good, positive way and you've got some marketing systems in place, then you're going to be getting a lot of inquiries coming into your funnel. However, if you don't know how to change these inquiries to become eventual sales and move them down the funnel to close them at the very bottom and then upsell them again a second, a third, or fourth offering, then you're going to be losing a lot of money and leaving a lot of dollars on the table. So you need to get good at what we call conversion mechanisms. And conversion mechanisms can mean a lot of things for different people. For me, I have a sales team that gives inbound and outbound calls, and I also have a sales team that meets people one-to-one to close sales. That's the first way that I close sales. The second way that I close sales is through my webinar, which means to say that during this COVID time, times or during times where people are not leaving their homes or people who are too busy to meet you, a sales team won't really work because people are not coming to meet you. However, a webinar gives you what we call an online chance at closing sales, right? So you've got offline ways of closing, but you also need mass online ways of closing people over a webinar. And where I do this obviously is usually over there, right? This is my, the chair that I use. I sit here and then my laptop's here and then I put my kids in the room and then I go back and I do my work, right? So that's it. But you need to be able to have some sort of online and offline type of conversion mechanism, and that's a webinar. Another one that is good is also what we call offline, right? Offline events. So for example, if you're selling pre-wedding photography, or you're selling postnatal massage, or you're selling insurance or property, one thing that can make you stand out is through doing what we call offline events, right? Offline events where people meet you. Okay, this could be meetups, this could be 5-to-1 coaching groups, it could be 1-to-1, it could be 1-to-many, it can just be like a lunch and learn, right? So that's one of the things that you can be doing as well, okay? But you need to know what the conversion mechanisms are, and the more you have and the more competent you and your team are at creating these things, you are going to find that you're going to be making a lot more money. So once again, the 3 components of a fast growth business that makes you money fast and furious like no other, over and over again, are extreme differentiation. If you need help with me, talk to me. You also need robust and powerful marketing systems. If you need help with this, again, talk to me and my team. And lastly, you also need conversion mechanisms as well. So this is very, very simple. This is what we call your bait, right? Let me just put into perspective. This is what we call your bait. Bait attracts the fish. Fish is your prospects. And then once the bait comes in, right, this is just a bait. Marketing systems is the one that lures them into your funnels, okay? The marketing system is the one that lures them in after the bid has been set, right? And then the conversion mechanism is the one that closes them and moves them further down the entire funnel. And then you can sell them a second or third thing. So that's it over and over again, right? Any business that I've created, any business that I've helped grow follows these 3 simple basic components of a fast growth business. Again, if you don't have these 3 components or you're lacking in one of the 3, then you really got to go back to the whiteboard or the drawing board and see what you've missed out on. Once again, it's Imran and I hope that you've enjoyed today's video.